Learn channel, back yet with another video. Now today, I have a new guest with me. But if you're a new subscriber, well, if you're new watching this channel, just go ahead and click the red button below and subscribe and tell your family and uncles and aunties and cousins about me. But today we have a new guest, and it's my Uncle Chris.
Uncle Chris.
And he is visiting me from Miami, Florida, all the way in AZ. Woo woo. So today's topic is going to be about why might some guys be intimidated by alpha females. So stay tuned. Peace. Now, why might some guys be intimidated by alpha females? Now, we looked on Google and we went on dictionary.com and found the definition. So go ahead.
All right, so if you go on Google or anywhere to search what alpha females mean, it's going to tell you an alpha female is a powerful and successful woman, often in a leadership role. Alpha females are often described as intimidating by men and women, so it ain't just by women or guys.
Okay, so after me doing my research and actually, talking to different people, I came up with my own definition. And my definition states, alpha female is a self-assured, goal-driven, competitive, high achiever who maintained egalitarian beliefs and did not perceive any distinction between herself, her male counterparts. Now, Uncle Chris, so now we're gonna go ahead and talk from experience. So, being that, have you dated any alpha women in your life, like, or females?
I mean, not date per se, but yeah, I run into them. I mean, everybody has. So it just depends on the type and how long they consider themselves alpha female. But yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
But alpha females, I mean, no different from regular females. They just, because they got a job, they feel like they're successful, and it just depends on when you catch them in life. They just...
Wait, they feel like it or they are successful?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the successful women that actually have their own business, their own top, those women.
And that's fine too. But regardless of the fact that at the end of the day, there is no, I don't need a man, regardless of where you are in life.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say I don't need a man personally, because I don't even get down like that. But honestly, I would say I don't need a man for direction. But I do need a man for
companionship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to be guided. I mean, who wants to be guided, but still.
Okay, so another question that I do have to ask you is, what about males or guys, however you want to call it? First of all, can you break down what's the difference between a boy and a man? All
right, so for most people, and I tell everybody, you got to learn to differentiate especially with females. You got to learn to differentiate between boys, guys, dudes, niggas, whatever you want to call them, and then you say men. Men don't do certain things, so when you go through certain things, whether it's online, in life, whatever, and you say, men don't want a real woman, or whatever case, however you want to phrase it, you got to learn what a man is between what, a woman is. Because if you ask me, just because you were born a female, don't make you a woman. Just because you have kids, don't make you a mother. Mm-hmm. And y'all see where I'm going with that. So you got to learn to differentiate, but that's not what we're talking about.
So, question is, do you think some men are in fact intimidated by females who are in power?
Alright, so in regards to that, men, no. As a man, I don't feel intimidated by women in power because we're on the same level. So we can conversate. We have the same things going on, whether regardless of profession or the amount of money you make, we can relate to what's going on in life. Now, boys or dudes or whatever that's still trying to figure out where they want to be in life, and they meet that alpha female, and she knows that she has one that's not quite where she's at.
Right.
She has the power and the control to manipulate him and talk over him. And so, of course, him not being where she's at, that's where it comes into, they fear the alpha female. It's not that. It's because she'll talk down on him or, make him feel like he's definitely not equal to where she's at because of financial aspects.
Well, not all.
Yeah, not all.
Not all, but some. I would agree with that because, in my case, I'm only 25, but I am an alpha female. At my age, I am. Google me. Okay. No, but it was something. No, but I'm just being honest. And the type of men that the type of boys that always come across me always feels as if like I'm just too headstrong. I always get the you too much of an aggressor, or you have masculine traits, or
Why? Because you don't ask for help.
because I don't ask for help.
Right.
And my thing is like I be trying to let people understand is like I'm not looking for a handout. You understand? Like I was raised like that, so I'm not looking for a handout. It's more so like what you said earlier. I'm not looking for direction. I'm looking for a companion.
Right. So, and even in that aspect, you won't let him suggest at least to like what can be done as far as okay, you financially straight, you're taking care of your own. You don't need him to say pay the rent, but if you catch a flat in the middle of the night, you'd like to call him to come help you out.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, but still, like, that's not a topic. We're talking about alpha females and why some males are intimidated. And like I say, they're intimidated because when they meet that type of woman, that woman already knows what she wants. She has standards, etc.
Right.
And so the whole time, like I say, he doesn't know how to conversate with that type of woman, especially if she's into all type of stuff that he doesn't understand. And she targets that section of conversation as far as like, I'm into the arts, or I go to the museums, and he's not saying that, so it's like, she'll make him feel like he's less than her. So it depends on the type of alpha female, because it can be like one that just has her own business and is at home selling cars and flowers, and she really ain't doing all that, or she's just doing hair at the house, but
Right.
He's an auto mechanic working for somebody, so he don't make as much. So alpha females you're still powerful. It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
First.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, so you can be alpha female or whatever. Alpha women, different conversation. Talking about females. So, but what's next on the topic?
Okay, now another thing is, do you think alpha females, like I want to talk about the traits that some men that I hear from men that even before we did the video or whatever the case is, I asked around, and I want to know what are some of the things that men perceive when they see an alpha female. And I heard a lot, like I said earlier. They're so aggressive, or they have masculine traits, or they're rude or sarcastic. What are some of the traits that you pick up on?
I mean, to me, it's okay for a woman to like know what she wants or to be the aggressor. You know what I mean? And when situations arise where the man would expect for the woman to be able to handle certain situations without having to call him to say, honey, what should I do? So, I mean, yeah, men want that. You know what I mean? To come home and for her to say, this happened today, but I handled that. So, yeah, that's alpha female as well. But as far as the, like, alpha female say, oh, I handled that today because you couldn't get your stuff together, so I had to take care of that,
Yeah.
belittle the man.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It depends on, that's why we're saying alpha female and alpha women. It depends on the situation. So, yeah, that's how that goes.
I like how you said that. It all depends on it. So basically, alpha females are not as bad as people make them
Nah,
to be.
men want that. I mean, as a man, I want that.
As a man,
I
not
don't
boys.
I don't have a problem with alpha women.
Don't you have to be a certain type of? You have to have a certain type of mental to
Yeah.
deal with the alpha female.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, if you went to school and you didn't pay attention to school, then whoever you are, put it this way, whatever energy you put out, that's what you're going to attract. So if you accidentally run into an alpha female, then yeah, basically it's not going to work. Unless she's the type where she knows she has a good man and he just needs to be, shown certain things. Or, he can be guided. It's not about you got to mold this dude or you got to make him who he needs to be. Nah, he might need that push. I'm going to give you an example. He might have his own business, not as successful as yours. He might only be bringing in $100,000 to $200,000 a year. You might have the networking or aspects of to help him bring it to $500,000 a year. Don't not do that because you feel like, oh, because of me, that's why you're where you're at. No, y'all are equal. So why not help each other out if you have that, access? So that's how I look at it. I mean, personally, I run my own business. And if I'm making between 300 to 500 a year and I happen to meet somebody, which I got life experiences, so we can get on that. Like, I've met the millionaire type that had all of that, you know, beach house, condo, this and that, and gave me offers, you know, don't work no more, and I got you, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna buy you a car, I'm gonna give you weekly X amount of money you can spend. You just can't run your business no more. No, I can't do that. And that's fine, that, you know, alpha woman, but she has all her own stuff. But no, I'm still a man, I still gotta do me. I can't just be home like that. But we're not gonna stray off topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you made some valid points. You made some valid points. Now, basically, I just want to sum it all up and just want people to understand, like, not all alpha females are bad,
No.
and not all men are intimidated by women that's in power, because it all, like you said, it all depends on the person. It all depends on what they're doing, and then again, it's all about your mental, like where you at in life. So, but as far, what would you have? What advice would you give to the guys or the boys who so happens to have an alpha female or looking to grab themselves an alpha female? What tips would you give them?
You can't really give advice to them kind. I mean, if you're a guy or a boy and okay, you run into an alpha female and okay, you want an alpha female, that's fine. If that's something you want, then let's just go back to school terms. Like, you need to do some research, because there's certain things that she's gonna want to talk about and places she's gonna want to go that you don't know about. And yeah, you can ask her and try to do all of that, but she's not trying to do all of that raising and just do your homework.
Come on.
If that's what you want, that means you stepping your game up in life.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's not, I mean, don't be embarrassed by your homeboys because you're not wearing sneakers no more and you putting on shinier shoes.
Come on. Come on.
It is what it is, you know. But still, alpha females, I mean, dominant. You know, they dominant. They aggressors. So them the type that see you in the bar, guy, with your homies, they'll approach you and buy you a drink.
Exactly.
So you better be ready to have something to say after that, and not just be like speechless, because it happens. That's where alpha females. That's where the intimidation starts. Because I can control this dude. You got to be ready for that, you know. But
so you guys, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said in the beginning, please subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments and your likes down below. Talk to me. We want to know some advice. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know your opinions. We want to know. Let's talk. So thank you for coming on.
And it's Uncle Chris. And I'm sure y'all gonna see me more. We're probably gonna have some different topics going on.
Right.
But yeah.
So stay tuned. Bye, you guys.